Body area.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna. I just wanna.
Go back. Yeah, go back.
There it is.
That's
Megan.
it. That's it.
I wanted it 3, brought me in, but it's all good.
It must be so nice for Jordan to kick out the open teammates and make green.
I'll switch to your spot.
There it is.
There's ball movement.
Let's go, Danny.
Let's go.
Danny the go.
There you go. Fire that.
Good shot.
That's it.
The green bean.
Good shot.
Kick left corner.
Let's go. Good shot.
Yes.
Let's go.
What a shot. What a shot.
Deadeye, 16-8. Let's go. Good defense. Oh.
Coming up next, the Raptors taking on the 76ers. For the Raptors, losing 7 out of their last 10 games has left a bad taste in their mouth. But tonight represents a new beginning, and they want to taste victory once again. Sixers, Raptors, coming right up on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Look at the 76ers starting group. Embiid is out there with Porter. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Wallace, and it's Bailey in at the 3 spot. And for Toronto, Barnes out there with Pirtle. Then there's Davis. Then it's Marcus Smart, and it's Arnold in at the 3. When you talk about rebounding the basketball, Greg, both of these teams demonstrate an edge in this department.
Yeah, both teams pound the boards. It's clear these coaching staffs push for their guys to attack the glass. So this one's going to be physical.
Maxey looking it over. Pass to Wallace. Great D that time from Davis. And it's Davis with the ball for Toronto. Beyond the arc. That shot is off. Porter passes to Maxey. Wallace with the ball. Here's Maxey. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. To the left side wing. Embiid, no good. Wallace against Davis. We're about 1 minute into the first. He dishes it to Barnes. No good there. Nice defense from Wallace. Here's Philadelphia. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
They just seem to match up very well whenever they play these guys. You can tell they have a ton of confidence.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Passes to Pirtle. Inside, Porter with the steal. Pass to Maxey. Kicks it to Wallace. Here's Bailey. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And one outstanding thing the Raptors do, Greg, they really protect the ball.
Yeah, even when they're not playing their best, they don't give away games with mistakes. They force you to find other ways to beat them.
And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Here's Smart. Chalk up two there.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
The pass to Bailey. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Such a strong player. Barnes refuses to let the foul stop him.
The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes. But you know what, Greg? Still working to take that next step. What do you think is his key?
Yeah, that's an easy one. It's going to be perimeter shooting. You know, we get spoiled with all the other things he can do, and he's had a tremendous start to his NBA career. But I think to become that superstar, the jump shot has to become a weapon.
That's good from Barnes. Hey, Steve, when we look at Scotty Barnes, what excites you about his play?
I think for me, Kevin, it's just him improving. He can pretty much do everything well already. He's still got so much time to keep growing. Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Here's Smart. Barnes outside. Smart against Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Smart dishes to Davis. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. It's stolen by Davis. Misses the 3. Porter against Barnes. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Porter's got 5 points so far. Maxey against Smart. Pass to Barnes to the inside. Here's Pirtle. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You can count on Pirtle to play with energy, and this time it pays off with the second chance points.
Maxey against Smart. Now here's Embiid. Tight defense on him. Bailey. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Here's Barnes. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The 76ers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Early in the season, there are always some surprises, Greg. It goes to show you how impossible the NBA season is to actually predict.
And you never know what's going to happen, Kevin, until the game starts. Some teams look good and flop out of the gates. Other teams take giant leaps forward.
And so he hits both. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Raptors. Trailing by 2. Passes it to Pirtle. Here's the floater. And the rejection by Embiid. Wallace against Davis. High post, Embiid. Here's Bailey. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Doesn't get any easier than this for Barnes. An absolute problem in transition.
Maxey against Smart. Maxey kicks to Porter. Good D by Barnes. For the 76ers, the last game, a win against Cleveland.
And boy, did that game really get away from them. But they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
They were extremely lucky. I think they took their opponent for granted a little, and it nearly cost them.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Some changes here for the 76ers. All Reed's checked in for Embiid. Howard comes in for Porter. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Wallace. Here's Bailey. Talking about that win against the Cavaliers, he was definitely a major factor as well. Here's Maxey. Outside Howard. Rebounded by Smart. Toronto, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Down low, here's Barnes. Over Reed, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The 76ers trail it. Bailey passes to Maxey. Reed with it, outguarded by Smart. They get it back. A nice shot by Reed.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Barnes can't get it to fall.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Here's Arnold. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Here's Maxey. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort and he brings the energy.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
Some changes here for the Raptors. Hartenstein's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Jackson comes in for Barnes. And it's Herbert Jones in for Marcus Smart. Davis looking for an opening. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And again, no good by Toronto.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
To the middle, here's Reed. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Assist from
And the 76ers lead by 6.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Bounce pass, Davis. To halt the run. And it's Reed pulling it down. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Melton. Just 5 on the clock. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And now an 8-point Philadelphia lead. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Toronto calls timeout.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Making a change here. Williams is checked in. Let's see some of the numbers here for him. And here are the Raptors now. 8-point game. Davis, the pass to Jones. Now Jackson poked away. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Looking now at the numbers for Jackson. Just an incredible month of basketball. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado. And more often than not, he prevails. Now, here's Melton. 17 points for him last game against Cleveland.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here is Davis, trailing here by 8. Some solid defense from Maxey. To the paint. Now Reed. He's coming off a 10-point game against Cleveland.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle. He brought energy. And he brought it on the glass.
Now here's Williams. Trying to get something going. And the pass to Hartenstein. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Maxey kicks to Reed. Back to Maxey. Pass to Baylor. Takes a three. And the 76ers get it back. And another shot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The 76ers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The first one falls. Maxey hits them both.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Down low. Maxey against Davis. Over Maxey. The kick out to Williams. 3 on the clock. Jones for 3, and the 3 ball is good.
Sometimes you gotta let it go with the defense closing in. Jones did just that.
Maxey against Davis.
2 minutes left.
Here's Kamara. Excellent D there from Williams.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Baseline try. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Howard, the pass to Maxey. Back to Howard. Reed kicks to Melton. He takes it in. Pass to Kamara. Takes the 3. Rebound by Williams. Raptors trail by 5. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Outside for Davis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Now, here's Maxey. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Here's Howard. Williams with the block. Jones, the pass to Hartenstein. That ties it up. Hartenstein's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside, Maxey. Pass to Reed. Here's Melton. Inside. Out to the wing. Howard with it. Still yet to score. Here's Maxey. Here's Reed. Tips it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
It's all tied into our. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
23.
It's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Toronto. And so in the game for the 76ers, in at the guard spots, Maxey and Melton. Then it's Reed, and it's Kamare in at the force. Williams. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Raptors shooting 40% from the field. Out left to the wing. Here's Arnold. Rebounded by Bailey. The 76ers shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Smart. A 14-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
Even though he got fouled a lot, he never lost any of his aggressiveness. He kept making free throws, and in the process, really frustrated the D.
Ray talking about Jakob Poeltl. It doesn't seem like he gets enough credit for his defense.
I don't think he does. I mean, he's an excellent rim protector and rebounder, and a big man who just takes pride in defending.
Barnes, he's checked in for Williams. Now, here is Reed. Right side, Maxey. Over Smart, and that one's good. Maxey. Now it's a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Smart. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Tyrese Maxey.
That one on Maxey. Entering the league as a defensive stopper and a hustle guy, Greg, Marcus Smart has really rounded out his game.
And Kevin, he's put in the work. Retooled his shooting mechanics, playmaking style, but what's been most consistent, he still steps up in the biggest moments on both sides of the ball.
He misses the free throw. And we see players sometimes, Greg, after a change of venue, they change teams, suddenly taking the next step. What can key that leap?
Kevin, it's not all just opportunity and fit. I think there can be a mental component as well. A fresh start can give you a blank canvas to try new things.
And the second free throw, good.
And some of what Smart gives his team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Now, here is Reed. 6 points for him. Here's Melton. Here he goes.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Here's Smart. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Smart's got 5 points so far.
Beautiful pass by Jones, keeping his head on a swivel and creating the wide open look.
Maxey, no good. Raptors trail by 3. Shoots it up. And he can't jam it through. The 76ers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Smart. Some solid defense from Maxey. The 76ers leading by 3. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Kamare. Nothing on the board. 4 on the clock. And Barnes sends it back.
How about the commitment on defense from Scotty Barnes? Skilled at swatting them away.
And it's blocked.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
Now, here's Maxey. 8 points for him. Back to Melton. Good work defensively by Jones.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
To the inside. Reed with the steal. Down low, here's Bailey. Good. 6 points for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Maxey against Smart. Over Maxey. Smart misses. The 76ers leading by 5. Bailey passes to Maxey. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. Hammers the alley-oop through.
This is why you lob it up to Scotty. He's incredible at finishing off these alley-oops.
Timeout call, the 76ers.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
So let's get loud.